Hello everyone, so today I will be doing a little unboxing. Right now I just got I found out three things. Some lab equipment, or supplies really. Well actually, supplies and equipment really. Let's see what we got here. So this is a Pipettor. This is actually a 5 milliliter, so 1 to 5 milliliter. It's kind of it's something I've not really had because I've had to deal with either using the small 1 milliliter pipettor and doing, like, let's say 3 milliliters, or taking out the graduated cylinder and, you know, making sure it's all right and then putting it in there, which when you're talking about hormones and stuff, you kind of have to be really accurate. So I finally broke down and got one of these. Now this is the same, I believe it's the same brand as, no, actually it's a different brand. Let's see here. There we go. Now, comes with all the margin of error sort of calibration stuff, which eventually, like, all this stuff I end up putting in a box where I have all my equipment, manuals and stuff like that. Now these pipettors are really big. Let's see here, compared to the other sizes, obviously, for 5 milliliters. Now one thing I want to do is I actually wanted to test it out. Yeah, 3 milliliters on here. I don't even know how much is actually in here, but oh yeah. Things to get excited about, right? Then all the you have the oil there to oil it up, calibration stuff, and a little stand. I'm running out of stands or area here. I guess I could put it right there. I got to clean that though. This is a little, like, holder. So there's that. Oops. Let's see what else we got. The heck is it? Label tape for my little label maker, because I use a label maker to label anything that's semi-permanent. So like if it's like a media bottle that I use all the time for media, because this stuff is really good. It's waterproof, so once you put it on the bottle, even if you need to, you know, when you're done with the bottle, and if it's going to have the same thing in it, you wash it, dry it, and then you have yourself the same bottle to be used again, like a same glass bottle. So, and I label any of my lab equipment and just everything with this tape. I have one of these. So I use actually I have it in my pocket, this kind of tape for when it's like something temporary, like if I'm labeling a test tube. But if it's something permanent, and there isn't a place to write it, I label it with this. But I just ran out, and then finally, this time it sounds like it's not broken. The last time I ordered some media bottles, let's see here. Yeah. The last time I ordered media bottles, one of them was broken, and I actually just recently broke another one. I dropped magnesium hydroxide. It was like the consistency of like Elmer's glue all over the place, and yeah, it wasn't good. I was actually doing an inventory of all my chemicals, and I had, like, luckily that's the chemical that dropped, which isn't really doesn't really do much to you. You know, luckily it wasn't like the hydrochloric acid or something, but I did have all my safety equipment on anyway, so it didn't really matter, but it still would have been quite a mess. And look at these little cute little babies. 50 milliliter, because I seem to always have to deal with quantities in 50 milliliters for some reason. So rather than and before I used to use a couple of these because I didn't want to have 50 milliliters in a huge media bottle. But now I got these, which are nice. I have 2 of them. That should be enough, which I'll actually be using one of them today. So if you're new to my channel, and actually you probably are because this is like my 3rd video, and I haven't talked about exactly what I do here. If you don't notice from the garage door right over there, this is my garage. I have a laboratory in my garage where I do algae research. I also, in the past, I've done research on the growth of plants in a centrifuge, which with chlorophyll content and all that kind of stuff. And I'm currently writing a paper that I'm trying to get published. Well, not writing it, but editing it because it got rejected. Although it got rejected with some cool advice from the reviewers, so I got to work on doing all the work to actually get it published somewhere else. They didn't want it because it wasn't novel enough, which it's funny, some of the stuff that I left out of it because I thought it was too much stuff, I guess, was some of the stuff that they actually asked, why didn't you test this or that? And I was like, oh, I did, but I didn't include it. So this time I'm going to include it and submit it to another paper or another journal. A little bit about myself. I have some college. I've taken chemistry and so on, and biology and mathematics course, but I don't have a degree. Everything I do here is self-funded. I actually have a window cleaning business that helps fund a lot of this, and pretty much I just do whatever research I want to do. And you'll see in the videos I'll be making, I don't just do like chemical reactions just for the heck of it. I'm not like, oh, let's make a volcano out of vinegar and baking soda. Everything I'll be posting will be based on my work, my research, whether it's preparing media or doing certain chemical reactions or certain tests, as you can see with my other video where I did counts. And I'll be explaining things that I learn or things that I know based on my research, and pretty much chronicling it on this channel. And I will be doing, I might be doing some, I guess, classes maybe on certain things, on like lab procedures, things like that. But I don't want to get into the habit of just doing chemical reactions just for the sake of chemical reactions, because that can get pretty expensive and distracts from the research that I'm doing. The algae research that I do, I'm trying to see if there's any way I can manipulate their ability to absorb carbon from the atmosphere, which would be, even a few percentage point difference in efficiency would be amazing for carbon capture and for biofuels. So I'm kind of doing that kind of stuff. So if you are interested in this kind of stuff, you can hit the subscribe button and all that kind of stuff, and we'll go through this journey together. Thank you.